Welcome back to Lynn's Spotlight Daily, your daily scoop of entertainment buzz. Timothée Chalamet steals the spotlight courtside at Knicks vs. Celtics playoff game. On a night when the New York Knicks were facing off against the Boston Celtics in Game 3 of a high-stakes playoff series, it wasn't just the players drawing attention. Sitting front and center at Madison Square Garden was none other than Timothée Chalamet, New York native and international film sensation, repping his hometown team in full Knicks gear. While the Knicks fell short on the scoreboard, Chalamet's courtside presence was an instant hit with fans and cameras alike. Wearing a casual but unmistakably Knicks-inspired outfit, Chalamet blended his signature fashion flair with full-on fan energy. A blue cap pulled low, a team hoodie, and laid-back jeans. It was clear he wasn't just attending for appearances. He came to cheer, to vibe, and to soak in every moment of the Garden's electric energy. Of course, in typical New York playoff fashion, Chalamet wasn't the only famous face in the crowd. The game drew an impressive list of celebrities: actor Jon Hamm, comedy legend Tracy Morgan, director Ben Stiller, and even Hollywood heavyweight Alec Baldwin. But something about Chalamet's presence stood out. Maybe it's his natural charisma or the fact that, despite his fame, he looked like any die-hard fan caught up in the excitement of the game. Sitting courtside, Chalamet was animated, laughing with friends, reacting to big plays, and even chatting briefly with Knicks legend Patrick Ewing during a timeout. Cameras occasionally panned to him, and each time they did, the arena let out a cheer. It was clear, this was one of their own. For those who've followed Chalamet's career, his love for New York isn't exactly new. Born and raised in Manhattan, he's often spoken about how the city shaped his identity and work ethic. "There's something about the pace and the people here," he once said in an interview. "New York doesn't let you coast. You have to show up, every day." That attitude might explain why Knicks fans have adopted him as a kind of unofficial mascot. He's not just another celebrity in the building. He's their celebrity, a New Yorker who didn't forget where he came from even as his star skyrocketed globally. It also explains why he seemed genuinely invested in the game. Throughout the night, he was fully engaged, celebrating Knicks three-pointers with enthusiasm, wincing at turnovers, and even booing a particularly controversial call alongside the rest of the Garden crowd. Unfortunately for Chalamet and the rest of the fans in attendance, the Knicks didn't deliver the win. The Celtics dominated much of the game, eventually clinching a 115-93 victory and taking a 2-1 lead in the series. Despite the tough loss, spirits remained high among fans, thanks in part to the energy from the crowd, and the shared camaraderie of being New Yorkers, win or lose. Chalamet, ever the optimist, was spotted applauding the team as they walked off the court, giving nods and encouragements from the sideline. Whether it was for the players or the fans around him, his support felt genuine. What's always been unique about Madison Square Garden is its blend of gritty sports culture and glittering celebrity. It's the kind of place where Spike Lee and Timothée Chalamet can cheer together without skipping a beat. Where world-famous actors are just fellow fans for a night. And in many ways, that duality mirrors Chalamet's own persona, a fashion-forward, Oscar-nominated actor who's still grounded enough to grab a pretzel and shout at refs like the rest of us. At halftime, fans snapped quick photos and waved as Chalamet made a quick lap to grab snacks. He waved back, cool, understated, but warm. He didn't need security guards or an entourage. Just him, a couple of friends, and the city he clearly loves. It's also worth noting that Chalamet's public appearances lately have taken on a broader cultural tone. As one of Hollywood's current leading men, with major roles in blockbusters like Dune and indie darlings like Call Me By Your Name, he's become not just an actor, but a symbol of a new kind of stardom. Vulnerable yet stylish. Global yet local. Approachable yet mysterious. And on Saturday night, all of that was on full display. Sitting just feet from the court, surrounded by flashing lights and fan chants, Chalamet became part of a larger New York moment, one where the lines between celebrity, sports, and authenticity blurred in the best possible way. Unsurprisingly, fans online couldn't get enough. Within minutes of the game airing, screenshots and clips of Chalamet at the game began circulating on social media. Timothee's all of us when the Knicks miss a free throw, one user joked on X, formerly Twitter. Others praised his Knicks loyalty and hoped he'd become a good luck charm for Game 4. Some even poked fun at the idea of him playing a role in a sports movie soon, inspired by his high-profile court presence. I've watched Timothée Chalamet in a Knicks-themed rom-com, no questions asked, one post read. With the series still very much alive, fans are already speculating whether Chalamet will return for Game 4. Some even suggested giving him a seat on the bench as a morale boost for the players. Whether he returns or not, his appearance on Saturday night was a reminder of why we love moments like these, when the worlds of pop culture and sports collide, and for a couple of hours, everyone's just part of the same story. And for Chalamet, who seems to move effortlessly between movie sets and Madison Square Garden, it's clear that no matter how far he goes, New York will always be home. Who's your current favorite Hollywood star? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from you. This is Lynn's Spotlight Daily, and we'll see you in the next Spotlight.